Hi, today is the 4th of December 2022 and I'm going to be making my weekly prediction for the week ending on the 9th of December 2022. So let's go over last week's advice. The open was 4005.36, the high was 4100.51, the low was 3937.65, and the close was 4027.71. The change was 66.35 points and the range was 162.86 points, which is 4.07% of the open. The volume was 11.745 billion, which is significantly higher than last week, and the spot is 4,071.71. The December future is 4,075.50, and the basis is 3.79. The candlestick patterns. So, let's analyze the market action. There are no definitive market candlestick patterns in the weekly and daily charts. So, if we move over here, as you can see, there are no clear candlestick patterns. This could be an evening star. However, there needs to be a gap between the first and the second candle, which is not present because the close of this candle is within the body of this candle. Therefore, no definitive patterns in daily. Additionally, in the weekly, let's go to the weekly chart. Same thing here. There is no clear pattern. However, if my prediction for this week is right, and we'll go over that later, there might be one next week, which will aid in the prediction. However, let's go over the price action. Same as the last few predictions, we are still in a rising wedge, as you can see. And this applies for both the weekly and daily charts. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Let's go over the trend line. For the daily charts, as you can see, it has broken this extremely long downward trend line, which is a very, very bullish indicator. Additionally, the market has broken the consolidation phase that it was in for a long while, the last 2 weeks. Again, another very, very bullish indicator. There is a very high spike bar, which, again, strong bullish indicator. Now, the same as for weekly, but the only difference is that there was no consolidation period since it was only one bar. But nevertheless, the fact that it has broken this extremely long-standing downwards trend line, very, very bullish signal. Now, the ADX line is also some values to look out for because the DMI plus is 33.5348, DMI minus is 20.9943, and the ADX line is 20.8577. Not an extremely high value. It's not more than 25, so there isn't a definitive trend. However, it is a relatively high value, and it's more than the value of 15, showing that it's not an erratic spur of rallies. However, there is some formation and the beginning of a new trend. The RSI for the week is 53.69, again, not very high. Somewhere around the middle, and the daily RSI is 62.56, which is higher, however, not yet in the overbought and oversold zones for both of them. For the SMAs, the weekly 20-week SMA is 3932.52. The weekly 50-week SMA is 4134.50. The 200-week SMA is 3646.33. For the daily values, the 8-day SMA is 4025.87, the 13-day value is 4001.48, the 21-day value is 3942.81, the 50-day value is 3812.06, and the 200-day SMA is 4046.31. Now, another backing up of my earlier point, the current close of 4071.71 is higher than every single one of the daily SMAs. Additionally, it is higher than the 20 and the 200-week SMA. Not higher than the 50-week, but that is one out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weekly and daily SMAs, showing another extremely bullish sentiment in the market. Bollinger Bands. For the weekly Bollinger Band, the upper band is 4334.74, the middle band is 3932.52, the lower band is 3530.30. For the daily Bollinger Band, the upper band is 4140.80, the middle band is 3953.99, and the lower band is 3767.19. Now, let's go over the pivot points. For the monthly, the R3, R2, R1, PP, S1, S2, and S3 are 4214, 4140, 4105, 4066, 4032, 3992, and 3918 respectively. For the weekly, it is 4362, 4135, 4135, 4036, 3972, 3873, and 3710 respectively. And finally, for the daily pivot points, it is 4167, 4113, 4092, 4059, 4038, 4005, and 3951 respectively. Now, as of the market action, the immediate resistance is at 4107.39. The immediate support is 4026.68, which is the upper bound of the consolidation level which it broke out of. The next support is 3919.35, and the next resistance is 4157.44. Now let's go over the option chain. For the monthly expiry on the highest CE and highest PE in terms of open interest are both at 4,000, and the premium of the 4,000 CE is 107.80, and the premium of 4,000 PE is 36.30, and the put to call ratio is 1.42. The weekly expiry, the highest CE is 4,000 and the highest PE is 39.50. For the 4,000 CE, the premium is 79.56, and the premium for 39.50 PE is 1.55, and the put to call ratio is 2.07. Finally, for the daily expiry, the highest CE is 4,050 and the highest PE is 3,900, and the premium for the 4,050 CE is 24.20, and the premium for 3,900 PE is 0.15 with a high PCR of 3.15. However, this is a relatively high PCR, but in terms of the daily expiry, this is staying above 3 is a very normal PCR. So, now let's go over my overall prediction for the week. Step by step. The candlestick patterns show no signs and give no unambiguous signals. However, the trend shows higher highs and higher lows, showing that we're still in the uptrend, the first bullish signal. Now, in the weekly, the market broke the long downward trend line. Again, a very bullish signal, and it broke with good volume. For the daily, the market broke this and also the consolidation zone that it was for the last 2 weeks and stayed above it for the next 3 candles. Again, very, very bullish indicator. The DMI plus and DMI minus values both have risen, but however, the DMI plus rose by over 3 points, whereas the DMI minus rose by 0 point something. So showing that the market is progressing more upwards than downwards. Additionally, the ADX line also increased. The RSI doesn't give any indicators. However, for the daily RSI, it is a little bit high, but the weekly RSI is in the center, showing no signs of really any positional view. The SMAs show extremely bullish signals since the current spot price is higher than almost every single SMA. And the Bollinger Bands, again, no exact positional view. Now the option chain. Because the put to call ratio is high in the monthly and weekly, the daily put to call ratio is more or less irrelevant for this prediction since it is always really high. And as of this week, it's better to focus on the monthly and weekly. Since they're both high, it shows a bullish sentiment. Again, further backing up my earlier prediction. And overall, my prediction for the week ending the 9th December 2022 is that there's going to be a possible upside. And when this date arrives, I will be going over this prediction and reviewing if it is correct, and if it went wrong, why it went wrong. Finally, just to end up this video, some major events next week which could halt or aid in my prediction. On the 5th of December, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI is happening, and it will support my prediction if the value is higher than the forecast, but it will not work if it's lower. December 8th, the initial jobless claims in the USA, which shows the amount of people who registered as jobless. And if the value is lower than the forecast, it is a bullish sign for the USD. And finally, on the 9th of December, the PPI is happening and supports the prediction if the value is higher than the forecast. So, I will be going over my prediction many ways next week, and if in these events there are very, very bearish news being released, that might be one thing which could alter my prediction. But other than that, since we have no clear indication as to what's going to be released as data, I can say from analyzing the price action and the option chain and the candlestick patterns that the week ending 9th of December 2022 is going to have a possible upside. And I'll catch you in the next video.